Hello everyone, this is Collar here, bringing you Game 3 of Firebathero versus Much. And of course, this will be the deciding matchup between these two players, who will advance to the round of 8 of the MSL and who will have to retire. And I have to say, the stakes are high for both players, and both players have played quite well in this tournament. Much here spawning in purple, as a Protoss player of course, and Firebathero spawning in, I think, red. As a turn player on the 6 o'clock. And this map is Othello, which I would say gives a slight advantage to Firebathero because it is because of all those ledges on this map. I feel that dropping tanks on those ledges may be a critical part of this map if it gets to the mid game. And really, that's something that I expect Terran players to do on this map quite a lot. I mean, I think it would just be silly for them not to take advantage of that. Of course, Protoss players have been taking advantage of it, using a lot of high Templar drops on those ledges. We'll have to see if Firebathero goes for another fast expand, or if he decides to go for a quick rush like he did in last game, in Game 2. And another question will be whether Much is going to go for the early DT build, which a lot of Protosses have been doing recently. Bisu, Jangbi, and now Much in last game doing it excellently and basically destroying Firebathero using those early DTs. You know, you really can punish the Terran player using an early DT drop if the Terran player decides to expand, because the Terran player using the standard build for expansions, one factory into Command Center, the FD build, won't have detection for quite a while, especially if they go for siege tech rather than vulture mines. And really, you can just catch them off guard at that point, shut down their economy. It comes with risks, of course. If your DT tech is spotted, for example, then you could be in huge trouble. You have to switch tech or get an expansion instead of going TDs, or you can go for it anyway and lose. But basically, yeah, it is a sort of risky strategy, but it's certainly not all in or anything by any means. Because if you get off a decent harass, you don't manage to kill their player, you still have a good way to go. It looks like Firebathero once again doing this little maneuver where he's gonna half build that supply depot in front of his base in case Much scouts earlier, and he's once again gonna seal in. And this lends me to think once again that he's going to be going for a fast rush here, either a 2-factory push like in last game, or going for something like rates or something cheesy like that. But really, I don't know if that's the best strategy though. On a map like Othello, I think going for the FD into fast command center isn't a bad option at all. You do have the risk of facing an earlier DT drop or perhaps an early Reaver harass, but really, it is worth it to get that expansion, I think. Much looks like he's going for a fairly standard build here, and once again planting the Citadel of a Dune. I was just going to say, standard in the terms of getting a Cybernetics core, but once again, just as last game, wow, this is amazing. Firebathero going for a one-base strategy, and so is Much. Much going for the fast DTs, and we'll see if Firebathero does what he did last game and plant those 2 factories down. And hopefully, well, not hopefully, I mean, I don't really have a preference in this game, but hopefully for Firebathero, he will get some mines around this time. And Firebathero once again going for the 2 factories. The Korean announcers are going nuts here because I guess they're saying this is quite a coincidence that they're both doing the same thing they did in the last game. I'm not sure if it's ideal strategy, honestly, but somehow they're just converging with this strategy. Maybe Firebathero has been practicing this a lot, and Much has been practicing this a lot also. But of course, Much is now doing the one base DT rush here, and neither player has scouted each other critically. And this I think favors. It favors Much because if a 2 factory is detected, it doesn't change the Terran's build that much. But if a Dark Templar rush is detected, then you're in huge trouble. Basically, the Terran can neutralize it easily. And really, we'll see if Firebathero decides to build anything to detect with, or if he gets mines or something. Once again, going for the double machine chops, trying to get an early harass on, and do some damage. Meanwhile, Much is going to be getting those DTs very soon here. Only out of 1 gateway though. So it will be a little bit slower of a rush, but still, he's going to be able to stream those DTs into Firebathero's base continuously. And wow, this could prove to be really interesting. I wonder if Firebathero is going to fold like in Game 2 here to this fast rush. He's not going to get a scout in, of course, because of the Zealot on the ramp. But at least this time, he's going to know that Much did not expand, which is a critical piece of knowledge. Because now he knows Much has gone for some kind of fast tech build here. And he is going to be a little more wary than the last game. In the last game, his scout didn't get to the natural expansion, and he had to basically guess whether Much decided to go for a fast expand or not. And now this time, look at this. He's getting his engineering bay really early, and he's already landed his barracks. Last game, he had his barracks in the front, which meant that he wasn't able to wall in. Now he does have the wall in. So this Dark Templar is not going to be able to get in immediately. He'll have to break one of these buildings to get in. So Firebathero may yet hold off this rush quite easily. Will be about how, well, I think, yeah, he's not going to get in, basically. Firebathero has suspected correctly that Much has gone for this DT push here, and exactly, he's getting the, he's getting the missile turret perfectly in time. Much is chopping away at the supply depot, though, and he should be attacking the missile turret. He needs to be attacking the missile turret to get it down, and missile turret is finished. I think this is going to be enough. Yes. Wow, very close there. I think if Much had attacked the missile turret, he could have gotten in at that point. Now the missile turret is down, but so is the DT, and Firebathero will be able to replace it. And it looks like he's laying some mines next there just for safety, just in case the DT manages to get through. And Much, one good thing for Much, though, is he's taking this time to get his expansion up. And he will be ahead of wow, look at this. He's already got a robotic support bay. So switching immediately into Reavers, actually. Really interesting tech build here from Much. I haven't seen this in a long time. Going quickly into dropships, and then also going for Reavers. But look at this. Firebathero has spotted that shuttle coming over. He probably thinks it only contains DTs, though. He doesn't know that it contains Reavers. Also, meanwhile, he's going to get up this ramp with this mine, I think. Looks like, no, he doesn't get up. Wow. Much doing great micro there, avoiding. Whoa! Oh my God! Much almost losing the shuttle there. That would have been huge if he lost the shuttle. But he manages to get one DT off, and now I think he's being isolated away from his natural, though. One DT inside of Firebathero's base. Meanwhile, the 4 vultures still alive at Much's natural here. And Firebathero should just plant one more mine, and he'd be able to get into the main base there. And looks like, looks like Much trying to go break in here. I don't think he's going to succeed. Actually, he's just going to push his tank back. And I think these tanks should be able to take care of this DT quite soon. And Firebathero actually not paying attention there, not placing a couple more mines there. It looks like, wow, great micro by Much there. Did you just see that? He just picked up, once again, picking up the DT just before the mine drop. Mine hits him. Wow, that's amazing. He did that twice in a row. Absolutely Gosu micro there. I have to say, I'm totally impressed by Much in this game so far. He's just proven to be such a versatile player, and with such good micro. Now the Reaver's coming up, and this Reaver is going to be able to ward away these vultures, I feel. And look at this. This one DT still alive inside of Firebathero's base. I believe he does have comsat up, so one scan will take care of that one DT. But it's just being pesky, costing a little bit of mining time here from Firebathero. And Firebathero just not taking care of things very well here. And I have to say, this is a really interesting build here from Much, not going for any gateway units, basically, and just going for DTs and then straight into Shuttle Reaver. So a really interesting build, and basically, in order for this to succeed, he needs to prevent the Terran from moving out early on, and so far he's managed to do that. Firebathero doesn't even have a second command center yet. He does have the command center, actually. He doesn't have his expansion. He is going to plant it, though, and I'd say that Much is a significant lead right now. Much taking some damage, though, from that one mine on those 2 Dragoons. But I have to say, that little micro trick there, using the DT to set off the mines and then picking up the DT before they detonated, that was some impressive micro. Really, just really impressive micro, I have to say. And now Much is going in for a harass here. Much, wow, he's not going to get in that way, though. Shuttle is at very low armor, though, and look at these 2 girls, these 2 women, I guess. They're both praying for one of the 2 players. This is so intense. And really, both of these players, really need a win, basically, in an individual Star League. Neither of them has won any major awards before, and both of them have always been sort of in position to do it, but never have shown themselves to do it. And now Firebathero looks like